Well, let's turn our attention now to an issue that Trump touts as one of his most successful, the economy. In 2008, the US experienced one of the worst recessions in modern history. 10 years later, and it finally seems to be on the mend. But how much can the billionaire businessman claim credit? Well, let's just take a look at his Twitter feed. Now, when Trump was elected, the Dow Jones Industrial Average was just over 18,500. A few weeks later, it rose to 19,000, and he tweeted, "The world was gloomy before I won. Now the market is up nearly 10% and Christmas spending is over $1 trillion. 6 months later, he was back at it, saying stock market could hit an all-time high again, 22,000 today. And he was ecstatic when it breached 25,000, tweeting the slogan, "Make America Great Again." Today, it's at 26,000. So has Trump been good for business? Let's bring in TRT World's editor-at-large, Craig Peters, to get some answers. Craig, good to speak to you. Can Trump be credited with the US's booming economy?
Well, on the markets, Kamali, it's not bad. The markets don't care. You just went through a number of growth statistics. Well, they are all off the chart. And what's significant about this is that economists of all stripes howled that if Trump went into the White House, there would be a major stock market correction, there would be global recession, and he would lock up little children who sold lemonade in their backyards with unsweetened products. And guess what? None of that happened. The economy is booming in new highs. Household incomes are way up for the second straight year. Unemployment is at record lows. And guess what? Apple says it's going to repatriate billions of dollars of cash to the United States. What's wrong with that picture?
Craig, is this just indicative of the Trump show? He talks up the economy. He said all this sort of thing was going to happen, and it is playing out. But doesn't this always happen before the market starts to crash? People talk it up, and it then suddenly falls away?
Well, right now, the markets are desensitized to anything that's negative. Look, the application of money is a miraculous tonic to the fear and loathing that comes with the question, when are the markets going to fall? Well, you know what? Markets always fall. But the way things are looking now, they're going to just keep growing through the 2018 elections. Look, you're right. Is the fun going to end? Of course it is. But Americans think in quarters, not like the Chinese who think in centuries, and certainly not like the ivory tower economists who said the United States was going to turn into an economic hellhole with Donald Trump as president. Now, you might not like the guy, but he's darn good for business so far.
And also, I'd like to add, with the tax cuts that are going to be implemented those started being effective starting in February. The economy is going to have more money in it. People are going to have more money in their pockets, and you'll just see it continue to grow.
I'm just shaking your head quickly.
Donald Trump took credit for the economy.
That's an excellent point.
Thank you.
That's an excellent point, Kamali.
Donald Trump took credit for the...
Because that tax bill is going to give further jazz.
It's going to give a lot of jazz.
Right,
Donald,
it's going to give further jazz coming into the last half of 2018.
To 80% of Americans.
Donald Trump has been taking credit for the economy when a lot of this is because of the policies of the Obama administration. The stock market was already going on a high. It didn't matter who was going to be in the White House going to reach that. Now, sure, some people, some of the speculators in New York are taking advantage of...
Craig.
Some of them are taking advantage of Donald Trump's incompetence there and their efforts to deregulate the market. They got one of their guys as a Secretary of the Treasury. And the tax cut, yes, is good for big business, but it's bad for the rest of America. They're kicking it down. It's going to crash eventually, probably towards the end of his term.
Goes to show, as Craig said, it just doesn't matter. Thank you, guys. Craig, as always, in Paris, thank you.